Hello. Today's video will focus on explaining what student-centered learning is. It's the process we're going to be using this year in this classroom. This is lesson 0.1. With all the videos that you'll be watching in this class, here are the expectations. First of all, that you will only have two tabs open, this video and Canvas. You don't need anything else. Second, you're only going to have your computer open when you're actively using it. And third, you'll be using some guided notes. So you'll make sure that you fill these out as you go through the video. There are guided notes for this video. Make sure that you have picked them up. If you haven't, pause now and go get them. So, Lesson 0.1, Student-Centered Learning. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to explain what student-centered learning is and how it can help you. So think about the old way that you learned. Probably class started with a teacher lecture, where the teacher lectures in the front of the room. You're supposed to take notes, but you really don't know what to write down. Teacher goes too fast, you're lost, and you give up. There's an assignment, and it's in Canvas, so you go look at it. You think you understand, but once you get started, you notice that you don't have any notes to use, and you really don't know what you're doing. So you give up. You try to ask some questions, but the teacher seems super busy and never has time to get to you, but you hear her tell somebody else to use your notes. Great, you don't have those. Now what? You do the assignment anyway, you do the best you can, you turn it in, you get a D. You have no idea what you did wrong, you don't know why you get a D, but you really don't care because you passed. Did you learn anything? Nope. This is how it's going to be a little bit different. First of all, this year, there'll be no teacher lectures generally. You're going to access information like this via a teacher-designed video. Well, I'll be giving you information that I would have given as an all-class lecture, but you can watch it on your own time, on your own speed. Find the information, put it in guided notes. That way I'll be able to help people more easily. You'll be working out assignments at your own pace. Not everyone's going to be on the same assignment at the same time. We'll use a tracker, which we'll talk about in a bit, to help you keep track of where you're supposed to be. The assignments, there'll be 3 different kinds: must-dos, should-dos, and aspire-to-dos. Must-dos, like it says, you have to do those. Will help you meet the learning objective. Should-dos, you'll get extra points for to help your grade, and will give you more information that'll help you later. Aspire-to-dos challenge you to go above and beyond. There might also occasionally be revised assignments where you'll have to go back and redo something if you didn't get high enough grade on it the first time. Grades will be done mostly through mastery checks, where you will be proving that you have learned what it is you're supposed to be learning. And we'll go into much more detail about grades later. So what are some advantages to this kind of learning? First of all, you get to learn at your own pace because you're having a video instead of a whole class lecture. There's more time for me to help you individually, and it's so much easier for you if you're absent. You can access the video at any time. It hopefully will give you the time that you need to learn. If maybe you need a little more time, or maybe you don't need as much time as everyone else, hopefully this will meet your needs better. You'll be more appropriately challenged, and it should be easier for you to collaborate and to work with others. You'll be assessed on mastery, not on completion, which means that you progress to a more advanced material when you're ready, so your learning should improve and your grades should improve. Are there disadvantages to student learning? Sure, there's disadvantages to everything. We'll run into some, but we'll be flexible. We'll give each other grace as we're learning to work through this process, and we'll figure it out. There are 3 parts to student-centered learning. Sorry for the fuzzy image here. Blended instruction is what we just talked about, using the teacher-designed videos. You'll learn at your own pace, and then you will get credit for when you show mastery. So now it's time for you to show what you've learned. Hopefully you've filled out all of your guided notes. You can meet this objective and explain what student-centered learning is and how it can help you. So you're going to scan this QR code with your phone, and you'll be connected to a Google form. You're going to work on this individually. You may not use your guided notes. You'll need to turn those in before you do the mastery check. Okay, good luck.